Yeah,
Yeah,
We
yeah.
back. We back.
We
We
are
back.
back. We are back. We are back.
Yes, sir.
Another episode, man.
All
Of
right.
vibes and
We are
convo.
in.
You already know the
What
vibes.
is the what is the vibes tonight?
First of all, I don't like how you wearing a brown shirt like me, son. I feel like you jacking my swag.
Ah,
What's going on?
oh,
It
y'all
I
the
is
was
what it
khaki
is.
boys.
we were
Y'all the
trying to
khaki
blend
boys.
it. You know those little those YouTube or not YouTube, the Instagram little memes where people be taking pictures and old pictures.
Wearing the same shit.
Like I feel like
Man, nah,
mm.
that's not the case.
He look like he just slapped it all
What's
the
up
way
with
down.
everybody though, man? What's up with
Oh,
how's everybody doing?
oh, man, blessed
Timbo,
and highly.
what's goody with you?
Hey, I'll keep it 100, man. I'm happy as hell
Yeah.
because I think we might have finally seen the last of the snow slash sleet ice or whatever. We got a little bit cut Monday
Ah.
and like Tuesday morning. But outside of that, I think we've seen the last of it. We're gonna get some 80-degree weather this weekend. I'm ecstatic for that.
Right,
Man,
Yeah.
right.
congratulations. Welcome to warm weather.
Thank you so much.
That East Coast life. I ain't with none of that.
And you don't trust me.
I ain't
Trust
with
me.
none of that.
You don't need to be either. I'm trying to get back out there.
Yeah, you know, it's a holiday, unofficial tissue, like a ref with a whistle over here.
Yeah, buddy.
You
Gonna
know,
adjust our Facebook while we talk.
that's right. That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yep.
Let me make sure my camera is sh- showing high quality H2O. It
Most
was
definitely.
not. Let's get to this.
Hey, I hope everybody out there is
Oh
enjoying
yeah,
your 420
I'm
today.
back. Huh?
If you're not enjoying, hopefully you're underway getting it in because it's almost over with.
Oh well, yeah. Um, yeah. I actually if y'all notice, I'm up here bald face, looking like Kid Cuddy, Kid Kurt, Kid Boo, if you will.
Dragon Ball,
You know what I'm
Dragon
saying?
Ball Z
Oh
reference.
man.
The young Kid Boo face.
Oh,
Man, you ever had I was trying to line up my beard. I think I'm a clipper magician. I had like the thin little handlebar porn star.
yeah.
I said I gotta cut this off my face, bro.
Uh-huh.
When you go too
Too
thin, you
too
do not
thin?
win.
No, not at all.
Mhm.
Start off from scratch. It's all right though. It's gonna grow back better anyway.
Yeah, but anyway, that's the mundane stuff that's going on.
There we go.
What's popping tonight, man? It's good, everybody here, my
It
brothers.
is. It
What,
is.
what's popping?
I'm navigating. Man, we here to talk that talk like we always do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Uh-huh.
Like we here to talk that talk all the
Uh-huh.
way, 100%.
All right.
Um, tonight,
Before we get into it, what we gotta do?
we got to get them right.
All right.
We got to get them right. We got to set that tone.
Huh.
We got to set that tone. You know what I mean? The way we gonna set that tone is you're gonna find your place of comfort, whatever that is. That could be in your car.
Kick
That could
off
be
your
at home.
shoes and relax your feet.
Yeah, could be in your
Hey,
bed. Whatever way it is, place of comfort. You know what I'm saying? Game chair for all my gamers.
Yeah, I'm
You
definitely in
know,
mine.
boom. We're gonna start with that, right?
right.
Second thing we're gonna do is you're gonna find your favorite beverage.
I'm doing the on key way tonight.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, the on
yes.
key
Let's go. Let's
way.
go.
And he's got hot stuff in this
The
cup
hot stuff.
I
because
got
it
some
says
You
hot,
so.
better quit with the hot stuff.
got some hot stuff over here, my boy.
Oh man. Yeah. So those are two steps, right?
Hmm.
Last but not least, we need you to get your headphones. Need to get your headphones so you can be all the way in a mix with us the right way to hear the real quality. You know what I'm saying? To hear your mobile device full capabilities. You know what
Ah,
I'm saying? With the headphones. You know. Or if you're on the TV set and you're watching this on YouTube,
birds out.
you know what I mean? The headphones is still a good move unless you got that surround sound.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That stereo surround sound, but we gotta
Going
we gotta
surround by sound.
we gotta do those 3 steps, y'all. We gotta do those 3 steps. Uh,
Step
um,
one, you like a dream come true. Two, just wanna be with you.
Ooh-wee.
Three, is that yeah. Anyway,
uh,
my bad.
how did Brian get away with that song? Anyway,
Hey,
Un-
yeah,
that's a whole nother avenue.
that's a whole nother topic.
undeniable, undeniable.
Um, yeah, man.
So
All right,
incredible.
all right, kids. Tonight,
Mm,
the topic
mhm.
you've all been waiting for:
Brrrr, Bing.
live music or a backing track. Call
Hmm.
in right now, Six one
Mm,
nine 363 2330.
All
Let's
right.
get into it.
let's
Hmm.
get all the way in it.
All right. I like this. I like this. Because and you know what? This topic might be a little bit of a deep dive
Mm,
because I don't think the average listener pays that. I don't think this part of the technical side of it stands out to them. I don't think people.
mm,
I don't think people care what they're listening to a lot.
mm. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Especially
Yeah.
if both of them. Especially if a backing track is tight, it'd be easy to miss that you're listening to a backing track.
Definitely.
You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay.
Key, before we get into this full discussion, Key, why don't you break down or define live music
All right.
and define what a backing track is, just so we're clear.
Okay. You know, when we say live music, right? Us
All right.
as musicians, right? There's a way to um separate the fact that okay, when we say live music, we're talking about a band. We're talking about instrumentation. We're talking about, you know, background singers,
Yeah.
the whole nine, right?
Yeah,
Horn
Mhm.
section, etc.,
Right.
yeah,
etc. You know,
yeah,
some folks got dancers and all like that. We
mhm,
kind of incorporate them too, right?
yeah,
Right.
right,
Live. That's a
Um,
live performance.
live
Background
performance,
dance.
you
It's a
know,
whole
it's all
nine.
live, all live,
yeah,
right?
right.
Versus a backing track, which is studioized, started from the
Mm,
studio. It was
okay.
created in the studio. A lot of the times, it's with recording artists, it's the recorded record version, right? Um,
Exactly how you know the song. Yeah,
right, right, with eliminated vocals. Usually, like lead vocals are gone, or you know,
yeah,
background sing. You know, the background vocals are still there, but
yeah, yeah,
your leads are gone, right?
yeah.
Now, some people do it different. Some people, you know,
Some people
make new
actually add
background
their
parts.
some people
You know what
actually
I'm
add their lead
saying?
vocals
And
still.
lead vocals, you know what I mean? Add new production to
Yeah,
the
They some
song.
they'll do a backing track with live instrumentation and make it sound live.
They'll
yeah.
put they'll put drummers on it, they'll put keys on it,
Mhm.
they'll put horns, they put a lot of things to make it sound like
It's live.
this is live.
You
This
just
is new
you
and live.
you're just depending on the sound system to do its work.
Exactly.
Exactly. So
Which nine
so
times out of ten is usually a pre-recorded track from like an old concert venue they did
right.
or
Mm.
something
Yeah,
that they
they do a
just
lot of
played.
that. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And they just record the instrumentation.
Right.
Um so I thought this was an interesting subject because
Hmm.
or topic, shall I say, because it's talked about but not talked about.
All right.
Yep.
What I mean by that is like I we go, oh, okay, I like such and such performance because they had a live band,
But
right? Then the person that's doing a backing track, they go, I mean, it would have been doper if they had a live band,
yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
But we didn't see in times where people have a live band, but don't necessarily have live background singers. The band is not changing. They're not doing live musicianship
Fills.
moves.
They're not doing
Yep.
fills. They're not doing improvisation. They're
Right.
not like
Yep.
They might
alive.
be playing on top of the real
For
track
sure.
too, which
Exactly.
happens a lot, especially with like live recordings of TV shows or
Yep.
things like that. They play on top of the track because they just want it to be in sync as possible.
I know
Yeah.
drummers play on a click track for sure,
Oh
just to
yeah.
stay in pocket for
Oh
sure.
yeah. A lot.
Hmm. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? So I thought it's interesting because some people's version of live music is not the same as the next person's or backing track. That's why I got backing track abbreviated because they are different. They are different. But to some people, you know, they look at it like it's track versus a live band.
Yeah.
But your backing track can have a live band on it.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
So
it's crazy.
so you know what? You got me hype. You got me hype. Let me say my piece. I'm gonna. This is gonna be Kurt's hot take. All right.
Mhm.
um, I definitely think it's situational. Right. If you have a backing track, you can rehearse. You can get it all the way right. You can actually play it. You can actually create. You know what I mean? So if you're
Mhm.
doing something that's more theatrical and has different, transitions and different things that it'd be a whole production to bring, then you could kind of record it and put it together. Well, definitely a backing track would probably fit that situation
Mhm.
better than a live band and trying to bring in all different kind of instruments. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
There's some
Right.
flexibility there, but you have to be creative.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I've heard people do you think that first of all, most artists are slick. They're giving you the look of a live band,
Mhm.
but there's a backing track playing over it.
Oh yeah.
Mm. Okay.
So a lot of people don't even realize that a part of the show, you're hearing
Mhm.
all these extra background singers, you're hearing these different things going on, and you get the feel of the live band, but you're not even understanding that a lot of the stuff that you're hearing is a freaking track.
Mhm. And we've seen it plenty of times on award
Right,
shows.
right.
You'll see the band members not even actually playing their instruments, or the background singers
Mhm.
just lip syncing the track. They're not even actually singing at all.
Right.
Ah.
They're just there for the show.
I think as a younger, newer artist, backing tracks are going to win, and here's why. You can facilitate more by yourself or with a smaller team, right?
Okay.
Um, if you have access to a studio and you are creative, like you are when you wrote the records, you can actually write and produce different live show mixes. We used to have a show, a B show, an acoustic set. Like all three
Mhm.
different sets, like tour thoughts. Like you know what I'm saying? If
Yep.
you go into cities, yeah, you might be playing the same records, but you
Yep.
want to give the records at least a two or three different versions of the same record.
Yeah.
Right.
You have, you know what I mean? So
Right.
I feel like a show mix, we call it show mixes,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? But a show mix, you could do a lot more with it. You know what I mean? A lot of venues, in my experience, they have this myth that they have this idea that a live band is better, but a live band is only better if the band is actually better.
Ooh, get into that.
Yeah.
Dive all the way as far
You
as you can.
dig?
Dive
Mhm.
as far as you can into that,
All
please.
right, boom. So there's expectations with a live band. We think of breaks, digga 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 digga. Poof. You know what I mean? We think of drum breaks. We think of solos. We think of using the
Transitions.
band transitions. You think of these alive moments, right? But guess what? If you can't rehearse, don't expect that. Don't you know
Mm.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
It look good, but that's rehearsed, and that's a lot of time.
Yes, it
Right?
is.
Yes.
And that's a lot of cooperation getting, what, you got a drummer, guitar player, keyboardist, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Uh the three background singers. That's an 8 to 10 person
Mhm.
rehearsal
Yep.
Right.
with equipment,
Yep.
Right.
right? And I might be getting technical. I'm sorry, man.
No, that's what we're here for. That's
But
what we're talking about.
if you and to do that well, you're gonna have at least 5 rehearsals.
Okay.
Minimum.
Minimal, you know what I mean?
Minimum.
So that's a lot of cooperation, a lot of moving parts,
A lot of professionalism
a lot of professionalism,
has to be in play.
and to me, here's the thing: nobody's going to do this for free, right? Everyone's time is worth something, and when you start talking about these types of things, there's a lot of expenditures to
Mhm,
really execute a band the
mhm,
way it needs to be executed
yep,
earlier in your career.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So unless it's and I'm talking about an artist playing with a band, not an artist that's the lead singer of a band.
yep,
See, when you're
Mm,
playing with a band, that band is working for you. And if
yeah,
someone is working for you, they deserve to be paid.
exactly.
mm.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
saying this because I have personal experience. You know what I mean? This is a big deal and a big misconception.
Right.
Mhm, yep,
Hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
no
Because
problem.
I don't know if you heard my background like I just heard it. But
Handle your business.
Timbo, please carry on. I'm gonna hit the
Yeah, I want to hear. I want to hear Timbo's thought on it because I didn't already shared a lot of mine.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, y'all pretty much hit it on the nail, both of you guys. Uh,
Hmm.
but if I had my preference, me being a little more old school
Hmm.
in my approach, I guess, I would definitely pick live music over using the backing track. And here's my reasons why, just for a couple of key elements. The first one being I came up during a time where funk was still very prevalent. I was born during
Okay.
those days. So funk was all about the live band, the live show, live band. You know what I mean? All that instrumentation. And it came through on the records, on the album.
Right. Right.
Things
Right.
like
Right.
that.
Right. Right. Right.
So when I go see a live show, I look for that element just so I can firsthand feel. I can firsthand feel those drums that I'm hearing on that track. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I can feel that person playing the bass, see the person playing that bass, and know that he's feeling that when he played that. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's the number one thing. The second thing, and I hold this probably above the first thing more than anything else, but I look forward to the times when bands actually break stuff down. Remember when artists would like drag out a song and they always leave time for every individual piece? And that band would get them
Yes.
some shine
Yes.
or whatever.
Yes.
I miss and look forward to that every time I see a live band. But
Mm.
nowadays, I don't even think bands really put in that kind of time to even get acquainted with the music that they're playing for.
Hmm.
To be honest with you, unless, like Kirk said, they're being paid to. You know what I mean?
Being paid.
That's the only time you really see that nowadays. But I remember when that was a standard. If you had a live band, yeah, they better be ready at a moment's notice to hold their own.
Yeah, because people would come to see the live band too. They
Yeah,
want to hear
exactly,
who's playing for you too.
exactly,
Yeah, I mean,
exactly. I
and
miss
and
those
and
times.
these days we see a lot of bands playing with hip hop acts too.
Most definitely.
You know,
But but
for a
but
while we
still,
just had the Roots, who was just the Roots.
of course.
And then you had everybody else. But
But you
now,
still, but even now, in order for
hmm
you to see that firsthand, you got to actually go to a concert. It's mostly in
mm,
concert stands or that or festivals or
right,
things like that
right,
that you actually see that. You don't really see those in videos like you used to, or in
right,
performances on award shows as much as you used to. I mean,
right.
you actually have to spend money to go actually touch these people and actually get a chance to see that nowadays.
True indeed.
You know what I mean?
True indeed.
But yeah, but that's my preference, and that's why, man. As far as live music or a backing track, but I see the purpose for them both. Full disclosure, I definitely see the purpose for them both, and I definitely see where it's useful in certain settings to have a backing track or whatever.
Right.
But if you had to ask me which one I prefer, it'd definitely be live music.
Yeah, and I'm right there with you. Um, Live music, I guess you would say, is dominant.
Hmm.
To that, if you have the musicianship and the right things in the play, and
Exactly.
um,
Plus, you can make that song such a whole nother beast when it's
I'm
live.
thinking, I'm thinking, like, is there a time where I saw someone with the live band? I'm just like, I'd rather just hear the track. I just rather you hear it with the track.
Yeah.
Like, we see that's a weird kind of conversation, I guess you would say,
Yeah.
but there had to be a time, you know
And
what I'm saying,
I'm
where
sure it's happened.
right,
I'm sure there's been plenty of
where we
times
hear
that it's
where we
happened.
hear the band and we like,
Mhm. But I don't
well,
think those moments I don't think those moments you intentionally try to commit to memory anyway.
right, right. I was gonna say
You
that. I was gonna say that.
know what I'm saying? So it's kind
I
of
was
hard
gonna
to
say that.
think of
Yeah,
one off the fly.
yeah. Um,
Hey,
yeah. I think it's what up, Quinnery back.
hey, I'm jumping in. Had to buy the quesadilla, honestly, and I heard what you said. Now, I'm gonna throw something at you. The reason why we typically don't hear a live band and say, "Ooh, it's better with the track," because when we hear the live band, it's usually original music that we don't care about.
Mm, okay,
I see.
okay.
A live band that you is there a live band that you know that you heard them play good, and then like I'd rather hear their record. That's a whole lot of things. It take a whole lot to get there.
Yeah.
I, look,
I
You'd
gotta
have to
like
be.
it. I
like
You'd
gotta
have to
know
be
we've
them
like,
heard,
already. I
yeah,
gotta
we've
like them as a band,
uh,
and I have to like the record. And then I'm hearing them not play the record that I like from them. Well,
yeah,
ooh, that's a stretch. I'm
now check
sorry,
this
dog.
though. Check this though. I
Yeah,
think we've all been at shows where we hear somebody in the audience goes, "I wish they wouldn't have changed it. I wish they just would have did it like how it is
yeah.
but that's
on
out there. That's where y'all
record."
at. That's out
But
there. That's
but you
over
but
there.
but you see what I'm saying? But you see what I'm saying?
I used to
Like,
hear it about Music Soul Child all the time.
you see what I'm
Oh, he
saying?
be doing too much.
Oh,
I'm a big fan of Music Soul
yeah,
Child.
I love everything
And he
music.
definitely is alive.
Music.
His them performances are alive.
No, music is an R&B Jesus in my book. He can't do no wrong.
Music R&B Jesus.
Right. He
I
gets
love everything
criticized,
music
like,
do.
and I'm pretty sure he's not the only one. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like, I've heard that about Lauren Hill's
yeah.
Right.
concert. She speeds songs up.
Hmm.
Like, we don't get to hear that a lot. She's
Hmm.
speeding these lost ones.
Hmm.
There's a version that she do that's live that she speeds it up. Like,
Hmm.
it's
That's
faster.
funny.
You know what I'm
People don't
saying?
like that. He said no.
Go, go, go. It's different. It's different.
Chill, chill. I don't want
It's
to hear that
different.
either.
It's different. But see what I'm saying? And she got live instrumentation. She goes, but
Right.
some of us don't want to hear that. We want to hear you slow that mug down.
You're gonna have to respect Miss Hill, sir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
wait a
blasphemy. That's
minute. Wait a
blasphemy.
Y'all
minute.
wildin'.
You're gonna have to
Wait a
respect Miss Hill,
minute.
sir. I'm not
I
gonna let you
definitely
sit there
respect Miss Lauren.
slander the
Miss
name of
Lauren
Miss Lauren
Hill.
Hill.
Definitely. Oh, yes. The respect is there for Miss Hill.
I'm
Yes,
just
sir.
playing.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
playing, y'all.
I
I
had to
know
make
where
that
you coming from, no. Cur-
Yeah, make that known.
I had to make that known just in case some kind of way one of these clips
Yeah,
come out.
exactly. We gotta make sure people so they don't come after all three of us.
Somebody come and splice and dice our
Because you know
YouTube.
you know how they are out there, cancel culture. It'd be like, you was with them. Cancel you
My
too.
name Bennett, and I ain't in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
At
nah, they ain't gonna get
all.
me talking about.
Lauren Hill
Mm,
can sing it fast or slow. I don't care which way you go.
exactly.
Get me
At
talking about Lauren Hill in a
all.
bad way, please.
Stupid.
She
Y'all,
Nah,
meant too much.
but I understand. I understand the assignment. A lot of people like the stuff that they like, that they're familiar with. A lot of people are afraid of change.
yep,
Right.
Okay, boom. Hey, you see
yep.
how I button that up? There you go.
I did.
There you
I
go.
did. Yeah, man. Those that's on right now, let us know. Hit that
Right,
comment. There we go.
right.
There we go. We got
Stay
a comment in there.
smashing. We
Huh?
see you stay
What
smashing.
up?
You
What up?
What
keep
up?
keep keying.
What up,
Stay
pimp?
smashing over there. Keep
Not gonna
keying
get
at
me
us.
talking about Lauren Hill, Nevada,
Man,
man. That's probably what he
you got,
kicking about.
Yeah.
so you got,
But
Yeah.
so you
but
got
while we
caught
got you in
up.
the chat, stay smashing. Holler back at us. We talk back, man. Which one you want to do? You live music it?
Are you
Live
are?
music?
Are you
You
back in
live
track?
music in it?
What do you prefer,
Or you back in the track?
I
good
don't think
sir?
nobody's gonna pick back in track. I don't know anybody that would do that.
You got to be an artist who's experienced some things to say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mm,
It'd be,
true.
all right, a
I don't
better
know.
performance if I had my backing track.
I don't know. I don't think we give some listeners enough credit.
When
Like
you play with
I
like,
believe there's some listeners out there that actually do
I think it's
pay
like
attention
open
to
mic.
stuff like
You
that.
know what I'm saying? Like
They
if you're
might
doing an
not.
open mic,
They might not be part of a multitude of people that listen to music nowadays, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they exist though.
Okay.
right?
Hey,
Okay.
much love to you, Stay Smasher, man. We
Yes, sir.
appreciate you. Much love.
Yeah.
To our family out there, look, man.
Yeah.
But live music or backing track. I mean, do you think the divide that we'll see with this subject is like an artist versus consumer vibe?
Said live the best way.
Ah, look at it. There we go. See, there we
Mhm.
go. All right. I like it. He says it got to be all the way live.
Yeah.
His favorite basketball game was NBA Live.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I know me personally. You can always, as long as the music good, you can sway me either way.
His favorite fighting game was Dead or Alive.
Like it's not an end all be all for me if it's live music or
Favorite Biggie album. All right, I'm done.
not.
Dead or Alive. Gotta be live. I got you.
Said live's the best way.
It's all the way live.
There you go. He said,
It's
almost
all
stop.
the
All the
way
way
live.
live. Hey, all right. It allows you to properly and fully express yourself and emotions.
I
Hey,
agree with that. I do agree
okay.
with that.
Do you agree with that?
I agree with that.
Okay.
They do
But
leave
then, ag-
room.
but then
They do
again,
leave
you can.
room.
But then again, you can plan those express yourself in emotional times,
I
and so
mean,
and do that with a backing track. Also, we've seen that done. Also,
we have, but I understand it. It gives you reactionary room.
yeah,
Oh, the crowd is cheering. Let's extend this set. Hey,
yeah. Or,
Right.
we love
or,
you,
yeah.
Cleveland.
Or break that down one more time. I don't think they heard me.
You dig? You could actually interact with the audience musically with a
Right.
live band.
Mhm.
Key into, oh, they like that high note. Let me hit it again,
Yeah,
bitch.
Right.
and then that song can become a whole nother monster after that.
You heard? Straight up. So yeah, I understand that. I just think there's I'm so artist minded. I just think there's such a huge cost when it comes to
Mm.
live bands. And if you don't have the means to pay the cost early, it might be best to
Yeah.
get
Yeah. Yeah.
there. To get there.
Exactly.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. And
And
I think,
from a performance standpoint,
yep. And I think wholeheartedly we've seen that with certain artists. Like they might not have came in the game with that
mhm.
whole setup, but they definitely evolved into that as the money started to
Right.
come in and started to get more hits or gain more
Right.
unless
notoriety.
Right. Right. Right.
You know,
unless you are a musician like Prince.
and you got
Mm.
See,
that already, and you're already doing that.
yeah, it's different when you're a
Mm.
musician. If
Yep.
you're an artist and you're a musician, you can come in with a band
Mhm,
because you played. You one of the guys, Anderson Pack. You
mhm,
dig? We get it.
Hmm.
Anderson Pack had a band before the Free Nationals. He had a whole band,
mhm. Yeah.
but he's also a whole drummer. He naturally plays in bands. You can't play the drums by yourself. I don't care what you
Right.
say.
Right. 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 Right.
Oh,
Right.
Unless
Right.
you're going to war
You
with a
gotta have.
snare.
Yeah. You gotta have some other stuff in there.
You know what I'm saying? A dope drummer deserves a band. Anyway, but yeah, unless you are a musician, for a vocalist, you gotta elevate your status to having a band if the band is not a part of your group.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
That's true. Um,
I mean, yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. To take a break on this subject, I'm a pivot real quick.
All right.
Um,
Do you think?
I'm gonna pivot real quick. I'm gonna throw this on y'all.
Well,
So,
then pivot. Pivot, man. Pivot.
some new music talk.
Uh
Anybody have seen
oh.
any and listened to anything that's new?
Uh oh. I
Hmm.
got a feeling you about to hit us with one key.
I I haven't.
I,
I'm saying I haven't.
you have. You
I'm saying I
have.
haven't, but
You have.
I don't
Stop.
know.
You have.
I've been on the radio, bro. I don't know. The stuff on the radio is so watered down. I can't even.
Yep.
I've been
I
listening
haven't been
to
listening to
Lotto.
anything R&B wise
Yep.
of
Hey,
late. I mean, I might have
you
I
might
might
have what?
have. I might have
Okay, like
listened
Money
to some new
Long,
stuff.
new single.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Another.
heard it. I heard it. I
I,
seen the video too.
I heard
Yep.
you seen it. Is it good?
The
It's
song is
legit.
good.
It's
The
Okay.
legit.
song is good. Like she yeah, that lane, she got that lane now. She in there.
Money
Mm-hmm.
She
long,
in there.
money.
She in there with them now.
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
that.
lie. I gotta blame New Orleans. Can I just blame New Orleans for something real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody being named after money and stuff. It had to come from like the Hot Boys. The cash. When you said her name, it just hit me hard. Money long.
Of course.
Oh yeah,
Of
that's
course.
some fly ass goddamn. All
Uh-huh.
right,
Yeah, but it's on some it's trippy how she got it.
yeah,
Yep.
Um
yeah,
LMA got a
yeah, I
new
like it.
single.
yeah,
Talk
Leave
about
You
that.
Alone.
I have
yeah.
not heard it.
It's dope.
I go.
Not heard it.
Is it dope or does it sound like all of LMA's other stuff?
I mean, all the other stuff is dope. So what's that saying?
There we go, Timbo. Somebody stand up for
Hey,
somebody stand up for
All the other
LMA.
stuff is dope.
hey,
I
hey.
mean, it is.
First and foremost, I think LMA is dope. You freaking butthole. You got me out here looking like a hater.
I, I mean, I'm just saying, man. I mean, LMA. I have yet to hear LMA put out anything that is truly like whack or not
I,
appealing to the
I
ear.
mean, no, no, no.
Mm.
I like LMA. I just feel like after a couple songs, I get it.
Yeah, I understand. Might seem like it's repetitive, like
Like
you've heard that story before.
she keep remixing the same sound, and which is cool. You find what you could do well, and you do it
Yeah,
to freaking hell. I get it.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. Kind of
I
like
can't I
Mary J.
can't speak
Blige
on
in a
it.
sense.
I can't speak on it because I haven't heard it yet.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
heard it yet.
See, let me get off of this
I
pivot.
haven't heard it yet.
Mhm.
I can't
Pivot. That's just why I asked the question. I said, does it sound like everything else, or
Yeah,
does it sound like something
yeah,
new?
yeah. I just want you to clarify. I know what you meant,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
want you to
yeah.
clarify from all the listeners that don't understand.
I'm hella geeked up right now. That made me laugh on it. That made me really chuckle on the inside. I ain't gonna lie
Oh,
to you.
V Keys.
I
V Keys got a new
Oh yeah,
record.
oh yeah.
friend of the
Of
show,
course.
friend of the
Yeah, V Keys
I,
up.
I,
combo.
V
I
Keys
think
is
it's
back out here.
I think it's safe to call V Keys Vibes of Convo alumni.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, for
For
sure,
sure.
Definitely Vibes of
for
Convo
sure.
For
alumni.
sure.
Definitely.
Um, it's dope. I like it.
News.
I like his
Yeah,
new single, man. He V Keys is
yeah,
gigging, man.
Make sure
yeah.
y'all check out our earlier episodes. We have a super dope interview with V Keys.
Actually, I have two dope interviews with V Keys.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Two of them.
definitely a Vibes and Combo alum.
Yes, yes,
Jim,
Sure.
for
For
sure.
sure. For sure.
definitely.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Tiana Major 9.
mhm.
Oh, you know what? I did hear that record too, and I seen that video.
You
The
doing? What you been watching? BT? What's up, son?
Fool Me Once.
Nah. You know, I'm a
He's a YouTuber.
I'm a YouTube follower. I follow everybody on YouTube.
Ah,
You know what I
ah.
mean? So when I click that home button, it's
It
showing
pop
me the
up.
new stuff 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Mhm.
You know, say 1 week ago. You
That's
know,
dope.
it's
I ain't gonna lie,
all of
that's
that's
dope.
popping up.
when I open up my YouTube, I get a bunch of videos about Crip Mac. It's crazy. I don't know why.
You've been watching them
Oh my
interviews.
God, not that.
You've been clicking them interviews.
Yeah, that no jumper stuff got me sad. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
Yeah,
anyway,
that shit is addictive though.
I need to
I ain't
follow
gonna
some artists so some new music can pop up in my goddamn timeline on
lie.
Yeah,
YouTube.
are you watching? Yeah, are you watching like videos or performances? You watch more of that, it'll give you more of
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah,
Just like,
Tiana
like,
Major 9 is interesting to me.
yeah,
How
definitely.
so?
I want to get Tiana Major 9 on Vibes and Convo. She's interesting to me. Um, her background, I mean, she got a gospel background.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she's from overseas though.
Hmm.
You
You
got a
know,
Church of God in Christ in England? Let me
she's
find
actually
out.
she's actually Kojic.
Get out! I was joking. I was joking.
She's
Let
actually
me
Kojic.
find out. She's Kojic, Church of God in Christ.
She's Kojic. You know
Hallelujah.
what I mean?
My God.
Very interesting. You know what I mean?
You know
I
what I
I,
mean?
I think I think vocally she there.
Oh, okay.
She
You,
there.
you can't be singing for the Lord and not go hard. Hey,
Uh-uh.
She
hey.
there. Hey, you the opening act for Jasmine Sullivan?
Yeah, you gotta be.
Exactly.
You
You
open up
gotta
a
be. You
whole
gotta
box.
be it. You
Well,
gotta be it.
You open up a whole Pandora's box.
You
Let
gotta
that
be it.
young woman shine.
Yeah,
def-
man. Yeah, man.
I gotta
definitely.
hear. See, I'm sorry. The whole Kojic in England thing. That's a whole album. That's a whole name of an album.
Mhm.
Kojic in England. What is that?
We gotta listen to some Tiana when we get off
Yeah,
here. We gotta
yeah,
listen.
yeah. For sure,
Uh,
for sure. When is
um on the hip hop side of things, I've been listening to some stuff. You know what I'm
I know what
saying?
I've been listening to.
What y'all been jamming?
What you been
I've been
listening to,
listening.
Quinn?
I've been listening to that Coast Contra.
E
I listened to that. Oh, tell me why. Okay, boom. Um, I let my wife hear the RJ Payne and Cannabis record.
too much. That's too much.
Yo,
Ease her in. Ease her into it. It's too
that
much.
was that was
Ease
a
her
hell
in.
of a first dose. She was like,
Mhm.
Look, you gotta ease her in, Quinn. That's messed up.
that's
Gotta
funny.
ease her
That's
in.
funny. Nah, that's crazy though. But
Gotta
yeah,
ease
the
her in,
Coast
man.
Contra's been in my playlist. Outside of that, I've been listening to stuff I've been trying to mix. I've been on my mixing game, so
Yep.
Yes, sir. Let me
Hey,
see.
you West,
I'm looking.
you
I'm
West
going through my
Coasters.
Spotify right now.
Hey, you a West Coaster, Key. You're a real West Coaster. Y'all
he a
messing
real
with that
West
buddy?
Coaster,
Y'all messing with that buddy out there? Buddy dropped a new album
buddy.
on
Buddy,
the hip hop side
I don't
thing.
listen to Buddy. I don't
You not
listen to.
familiar with Buddy?
I'm not familiar with Buddy. We gotta play
Oh
some of
man.
his stuff when we
And,
get off
and,
here too.
and what's crazy is he's in that whole circle, that whole YG, uh, Ty Dollar Sign. That
Right.
Now,
he was with that whole come up.
how
He
you
was
hear
around.
about my guy? I'm in LA. You way in Cleveland. How you heard about him before me?
Oh man, I've been following Buddy since I was living out there.
Oh, see, there you
Buddy
go.
not no new.
Mm,
He ain't no new dude. Buddy
You
been in
see,
this game for a minute.
he not new to
okay.
this. He true to this. I
Yeah,
got you.
Okay.
yeah. Everybody's
Okay.
familiar with the song that go black, 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 black on black, black on black. That's Buddy.
Ah.
Ah,
That's Buddy.
Okay.
black car,
I
black
gotta.
car.
I gotta get a dose. I gotta get a dose.
Yeah, Buddy cold with it, bro. Matter of fact, he just did a freestyle on LA Leakers recently.
Oh
Boom. Okay.
really?
All right.
Oh
Cool.
really?
Ridiculous.
Uh
Ridiculous.
um.
Enough
So here,
said.
here goes something for y'all. I just discovered like a few days ago.
Okay.
So you know that guy Paul Wall, huh?
Of
Paul
course.
Wall, right?
I
I know
already know
Timbo
what you
know.
about to
I can't tell
People's
play.
Timbo
champ.
nothing about Paul Wall, but
The people's
Oh,
champ.
Paul Wall,
already. It's in
right?
my backyard. Yes, sir.
Paul Wall got a collab album,
Yeah. What it do, baby? Go on talk about that.
With who?
Terminology.
What?
Yes, sir.
Wait,
Paul
what?
Wall and Terminology got an album together,
Yes,
I don't
sir.
know. Hold on. I
Yes,
don't
produced
know
by
sir.
what
the
terminology is. I don't
produced
know
by
Oh,
what
the
terminology is.
Alchemist.
I know Alchemist is, but who's terminology?
Of course, you
Oh,
know who
yeah.
terminology is. Of course, if you know who Alchemist is,
Yeah.
then
You
you know
definitely should know
terminology.
who terminology is.
Then you know
All right.
terminology. Um, they got an album called Start to Finish.
Wait, how's Paul Wall on the Alchemist beat?
He sound incredible on Alchemist beats.
You didn't know
That's
Paul
the
Wall
thing
was that
about
cold, did
Nah,
you?
dog. I've been listening to Paul Wall since he was Paul Wall, a chameleon.
Yep,
Swingers and Vows.
exactly.
Paul Wall is
Well,
nice.
wait till you hear what he been doing recently, and then hear this
Paul
stuff,
Wall, Paul Wall is an
and then
MC.
hear this album. Yep.
Paul Wall, I gotta give it to him, Quinn.
He been MC.
Paul Wall, Paul Wall, this project.
Yep.
Ooh, I gotta give
hmm
it to him. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if full transparency. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but a lot of Texas OGs
Hmm.
or whatever, like they're currently still recording music or whatever, they're doing a lot of stuff over like quote unquote quote unquote East Coast rap beats
Like
or
boom
East
bap.
Coast
Like
yeah, just to be able to show people that doggone we skilled
Texas
too.
do
Like
that too.
yeah, exactly. Like Bum B's last couple of releases were like
Bun B is
with
on that
East Coast
album.
with East Coast DJs or whatever, doing nothing but East Coast hip hop. Him and Premier got a joint album together. There's another artist that's
Wait,
under Slim
Bun B and
Thug.
DJ Premier?
Yeah, they got a
That's
joint project together. They got a rapper that's under doggone boss that's under Slim Thug
the Boss Hog.
called Les. He's got an entire East Coast Field album that he just
Mm.
released recently.
I
Over
gotta give it. Hold on, pause
like
one
it's a
time.
lot of that going on,
I
bro.
gotta give this East Coast resurgency, the sound of East Coast resurgency.
hmm
Shout out to Griselda, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely,
They
definitely,
did that. They did
yeah,
that, dog.
yeah.
They did
You
that.
giving it to
And they
Griselda?
and
I
they
got
all
to.
you got to, and they all fuck with Texas heavy too. Matter of fact, Sauce Walker got songs with they behind, and they fire.
Right.
That's. I
They
mean, it's
and
about
all
the
that
East
stuff
Coast.
go.
Um, I don't know. That's
I
another
mean
subject
the
for.
list. I mean the list could go on and on and on. But I'm just
I'm
saying,
just
like
saying,
it's beautiful to see though. It's definitely
Griselda
I
beautiful.
one of
like.
the most prominent, bringing that boom bap back.
Oh no doubt.
Right. Right.
Remind you old, like it's our era. It's not like the Rockefeller Rough Rider era where
Yeah.
they rap.
It's almost it's really to the point that you really got to go to them for that.
All right,
Like if
Right.
that's what you're looking for, that type of feel, you have to go to them for that.
all right. They've cornered
Right.
the market.
They really did. That's genius in my eyes.
That was the moment of our pivot, y'all. We back on
Yeah.
this topic.
All right.
Live
Mhm.
music are back in track. Call in, man. Call in. We right here.
Ooh,
Call in.
can I
Stay
ask?
fresh.
Let me
Stay
ask you a
fresh.
question.
Hmm.
You think it's genre specific?
It
That's
might
a
be.
good ass question.
It might
Uh-huh.
be.
That's a
It
real
Uh-huh.
good
might
question.
be.
Talk about that.
It might be.
I would say that be more that could be more true than not
Right?
Mm.
because you got these EDM DJs been getting the big bags for years
Right.
just off of stilettos, just working two turntables
Right.
and speakers in a light show.
Right.
That's it. And people will pay top dollar to go see them.
EDM. Wow. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
All right. DJ Snake in them. Is DJ Snake EDM? Or could he be EDM?
You are my kinda.
Mhm.
It's a little
I,
80.
I
It's
would say I
it's a
would
little
say I would
not
say
really EDM though.
I would go so far as saying New Orleans bounce DJs were probably the first EDM artists. If you look at it in that perspective, because DJ people would pay top dollar to go see the DJs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? DJ Jimmy,
right.
DJ Jubilee.
So
You know what I'm
that
saying?
that
Like
will fall under
people would pay to go see the DJs, almost like the EDM crowds
that
nowadays.
will fall under backing track. So a DJ enhances that.
Oh,
Fact.
well, they can't do it
But
without it. Right.
Yeah.
right.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
mean, You got a lot of like R&B singers that have DJs who
Mm-hmm.
don't gig with a band.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Valentino.
Yep.
He might bring his keys out. He'll play the keys every now and again,
Yep.
but
Primarily,
primarily him and a DJ. He don't even have background singers.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? I feel like depending on the songs, what's in your songs is
Mm-hmm.
what you're gonna need.
now, true. But let's talk about the trope, the idea. Typically, when you think about a rock band, you
Mm-hmm.
think about live music.
Mm-hmm.
You never
Typically,
think about a track,
never,
right?
never,
Yeah.
not a thing. When you think about urban music, and I say urban music because urban music as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
hip hop, R&B. Well, let's start with hip hop. You could see five Negroes on stage rapping. You never think about a band playing that music
Nah.
ever
Well, hip hop because the way hip hop was built,
off of the DJ,
the DJ,
right?
turntable,
So,
graffiti, back, b
Mm-hmm.
okay.
boying, and
Yeah.
So let's talk about R&B. Now, I think R&B leans more towards live music
hmm
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure. But
yep,
but let me be specific because sometimes like some of the shows we like, Soul Train and things like that, we didn't really see a live band.
Not
okay,
always, anyway.
You know what I mean? But
Yep.
what we did see, I mean, and what we tend to see more with vocalists or singers or
hmm
background singers.
uh huh, uh huh.
That's an R&B thing.
Mm-hmm.
The background singer is an R&B thing. They say if you even if you're not in a group, we're gonna put other
Is it an
vocalists
R and
around
B
you.
thing? Is the background singing an R&B thing?
Well, not
Think.
so much now. Not so much as much now
Mm-hmm.
But
as it
I'm
was.
talking about typically.
But he talking about typically. Yeah, he's right though.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Even if you're not in a group, we want to put other vocalists around you
Mhm.
to bring out your
Yeah.
songs because of the
Yeah.
genre of music you do. So you
Yeah.
have that. So still live, but not a whole band. I think of more background singers when it comes to R&B,
Yeah.
right? And then you come over to what? What did I say?
Rap.
Rock? Oh, I said rap. I said R&B. Did I say let's see. How about
You
rock
tou
music?
you touched on rock. You said
You
it's
touched on
typically
rock. Right,
live.
touched on rock.
All right.
Typically live.
Mhm.
I mean, what
But
else?
even
Reggae.
Oh, reggae. Now
reggae,
reggae is another one. I expect a band.
definitely,
And I expect background singers. Thank you, Bob
definitely,
Marley.
definitely.
You know what I mean? Like reggae.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go to one of the pillars of that musical community. Rest in peace, Bob Marley.
Yep, definitely.
I want to
So
see
do
the
you
Wailers.
expect live music with R&B?
Not
I
in not like that. I think about
Crazy.
live music with more like classical music, like big band stuff. Like jazz is live. You know, like other genres.
mhm.
I don't
Just that
expect.
R&B and hip hop. You don't
Yeah,
expect.
Yeah, urban
That's interesting.
urban music.
Right.
Urban music. They take that away, or we've not really. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then we go to certain demographics and they only want to see live music. To
yep,
me, that's see right there. They understand that urban music ain't typically live, so it's a slick way. Come
yep,
on, bro.
yep.
We had the conference. I could tell you what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna leave that. Yeah,
Mm.
I just touched on something. I just put something together.
Mm.
I just put something together in my
You
head,
dropped the
son.
bomb. You
Yeah.
dropped the bomb, really.
Give the drummer some.
Man, for
He
real.
dropped it. He dropped that bomb. He really dropped that bomb.
Most definitely.
It's crazy.
You hear what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
already.
Yee.
Typically, urban music is not known for live musicianship. All right. All right, right there.
At least nowadays it's not. At one time it was,
Let me see.
and
Oh,
that was a
and
very
then
long time ago.
gospel music. What do you respect more? A live
Of
track
course, of
or backing
course,
music?
of course, live music.
Not
Of course,
only
live.
do I want live music, I want 30 singers, Kurt Franklin.
Exactly.
Stop playing with me.
everything.
So
But you're right, man. R&B and doggone rap music are the only ones that like typically nowadays you don't really expect that from everything. Every other genre you can
I
name from
mean, and
country, blues,
and live music,
jazz.
live instrumentation
Hmm.
left the idea of R&B. Well, I don't know when it left, but I can say as when I was young and New Jack Swing was around in the 90s,
Yep.
that's when I stopped seeing bands. And when I saw a band, it was Prince or it was a band.
Yeah.
It wasn't, my favorite artist with bands. Unless I watch live, live performances is different.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that
So
started going. That started going away like in the 2000s when you started seeing bands start being taken out of schools, people not being able to afford instruments or whatever,
right.
and the less and less people start learning to play these instruments. All of a sudden, you started seeing a decline
Decline in the
across the
creativity.
board in creativity as far as band stuff goes. Technology started taking more of the forefront.
Yeah.
The more you got into the 2000s, so I would honestly say as far as when the 2000s starts, when you start to see that decline.
No.
All right, y'all. I wanna announce we got a caller on the line.
Okay.
Call
We got
up.
we got someone called in. You know what I'm
We
saying?
got a
Caller,
caller.
caller,
Got
please
called
announce
up.
yourself. Tell us where you're from and who you
Hey,
are.
hey, man. I'm touching down from worldwide. You know what I mean? But this is Philly Phil in the house, man.
What's
Well,
happening?
Philly
What's
what's
happening?
Phil.
Want to
happening?
call in and send a shout
Welcome,
out to y'all,
welcome.
man. I love vibes and combo. You know what I mean? Y'all talking
That's
that
what's
good
Yeah.
up.
talk. So,
Hey.
Appreciate it.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
let's go. Let's go, Phil. What's the deal?
What you got for us?
Not on the mood show. I just wanted to share my 2 cents, man, on because the conversation what y'all saying is I think something that most people would actually like to hear.
Yeah.
As far as the in depthness, meaning most people, um, whether you're an artist or a fan, usually we enjoy live music.
Heck yeah.
We like to hear songs live. I don't know about you, but I appreciate when I go and I hear an artist and they have a live band that's actually playing their music.
Heck yeah.
Um, I think
Mm,
that's always going to stand out. It's always going to be the thing to go to. I
mm.
think where the problem lies is how locked in though is that band and the
Okay.
Right.
artist as well, because not
Uh-huh.
everybody. Let's be real. Not everybody, even though you rap, sing, whatever you want to call it, not
Right.
everybody can put on a live performance. I think that matters too.
Mm,
You see what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Because it's more than just then you just grabbing a mic and saying. It's you
Right.
meshing, being able to mesh with the sounds. You see what I'm saying? With the
Facts.
liveness of the band as well.
Man.
Knowing when to be hard, when to be soft, when to you see what I'm saying?
Mhm. When to let
Right.
Yeah.
it breathe. When to let it breathe, or when to carry it on,
Yes,
or when to go
sir.
ahead and end it,
Yes,
or
sir.
when to cut and go
Right.
to the next thing. Like it's so many directions.
Mm, mm.
Exactly.
Yeah. You
And the
hitting that?
thing is this though, you appreciate it when you go and you hear, you know what I'm saying? You enjoy when you hear it on point, and you also
Mhm.
enjoy it when you hear it
That
differently and
now
it's
that's
live.
that's why some of the best musicians, from singers to MCs, they come from church. Let me tell you why.
Mm.
In
Exactly.
church, in church, you
Exactly.
have a live band. Once a week, you got a live band. And not only are you seeing a live band, you're seeing somebody direct a live band on the fly.
Yeah.
Mm.
That director gets up there and the whole band is alive. He has the singers doing something. He'll have the band breaking. They'll break it down. You feel me? And honestly, that's the only place most in the urban environment. That's the only place we go to get that kind of
Hmm.
experience. We don't get that nowhere else.
Yep.
Right, right,
Yep.
right, right.
Yep. In church, man, you get a very vast understanding of music and what it takes to not
Right.
only build a song, but to carry a song through certain
That
peaks and
might
valleys.
be that might be a lot of people's only place
Yeah.
ever hearing a live instrument.
Facts, especially nowadays.
Oh yeah. Well, it's nothing like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And since you want to take it there, I mean, of course, then that also connects to the spiritual, to a
Got
spiritual connection. You know
let's
what I'm
go.
saying?
Let's
So
go.
naturally, when you hear sound, you're gonna be drawn to it. You dig what I mean?
Mm.
Right.
Yep.
And just for the record, for people to know, hey man, gangbangers and people who spit was in church too, man.
Of
Grandparents
course.
had their freaking grandchildren.
Uh,
You dig what I mean? Or they children in church, but they
Right.
mm,
still was trying to look hard. And you know what I'm saying?
mm.
However you want to put it. You know what I mean? It cats was still in church. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So that's why you still gonna have in hip hop or whatever and just music period, you're still gonna have that that it has a church sound to it. You know what I mean?
Shout out
Certain
to
songs. Yeah, I mean stuff, yeah, they got the stuff that just,
shout
you
out
know
to
what I
Battle
mean,
Cat.
tinker here, there,
Thank you.
there, but
For Jesus
most tracks
Christ.
that you like, if
For
you
Jesus
listen to it,
Christ.
Right, right,
yeah,
right.
and that's being real.
Shout out to Battle Cat. You know he was a minister of music at somebody church.
Come,
Shout out to
come
John
on now,
Legend. You know he was a choir
come
director at
on now.
somebody church. You know,
Mhm.
shout out to you feel me?
Yeah.
Like they
Just
out
goes
here.
Hey,
on and
and
on,
that's
bro.
what they say. What? Uh, most West Coast, if you think about it, has that what? That type of feeling, the swing
Mhm.
to it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
Right.
saying?
Because they're
Mm-hmm.
But where
musicians that come
everybody
from
at?
the
Most
church.
people is at 3370 Baptist West Church. You
Right.
know what I
Right.
mean? So
Right.
it runs head in hand. You know what I
Mhm.
Right,
mean?
right,
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
That's
If
crazy.
you
And I love
That's
that,
deep
man.
though.
if you ask me, given that point, Philly Phil, that's what makes West Coast artists across the board distinctively different than artists from
Right.
Right,
every other region.
right,
Like
right,
it's
Yes.
always coming from a very heavy musical background as far as bands go.
right,
Like
right.
bands are
Yes.
so prevalent on the West Coast at one time, it all trickled down to the kids,
I just
one
Mm,
way or another.
I think you get different things, different regions, right?
Yep.
Because you're right. That musicianship, that I always say like Battle Cat, you know, these cats and Dr. Dre's, all these cats is like real church musician type cats,
mm,
Hmm.
even with
mm-hmm.
vocalists and all that.
Yep.
You
Hmm.
go in the South, it comes out in like a singy songy tone. Like a lot of the rappers in the South sound like young deacons.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
always go back to Juvenile. You baby Jesus, you got your line on my
Yeah.
baby G. Like that's notes. He's
Of course.
singing notes without singing notes.
Mhm.
And you in
Exactly.
the valley, man.
Plus he's plus he's doing that real new authentic New Orleans thing
Was
with the
it Lil
chant,
Wayne on the block
with
is
the
hot?
chanting and stuff or
Yeah,
whatever.
and that's how
Juvenile
we.
always did that.
And that's funny because that's how like people in the South they talk melodically. So you
Yeah.
get that piece there. And then
Hmm.
on the East Coast, I think if I'm thinking hip hop, you know what I'm saying? If I'm thinking hip hop, I'm thinking more of cadency. The cadences was crazy.
Yeah.
Mm,
The musicianship comes out in the drum cadences and the way they rap, the flows. At
right.
least from a hip hop perspective.
Factual.
No,
You know what
that's
I'm saying?
correct. It's correct. You as a, I think us as hip, you know what I mean, a writer or however you want to put it, rapper or however you want to put it.
Right.
When you anytime you touch the track, you know what I mean. Your voice is like a instrument, becomes an instrument over. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's there.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
again, that
Mm,
goes back to that blending. This, that, especially if you do it right. You know what I'm saying? Is you can't deny it.
right, right. Man,
But y'all do your thing, man. I just want to share my 2 cents, man.
super
I
deep.
enjoy the show. I'm always
Yeah.
tuned in. I encourage everybody, man, tune in and talk about this good. 'Cause, you don't hear this every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I enjoy the shows and I appreciate you guys, Phyllis.
Hey, appreciate you too, bro, on
Appreciate it too.
everything. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Shout out.
hey, don't be a stranger, bro. Call in anytime.
Heck
And
yeah.
he
Out,
Heck
gone.
yeah.
out.
He gone like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Hey, shout
So
out to
I
everybody
Philly
who's paying
Phil, man.
attention, seeing it now, seeing it later. You know what I mean? It's a vibe. You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all and
Yeah.
your giving us your attention. You
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
Y'all
And
got
let
any
us know
last
what
shout
y'all
out?
thinking. And let us know what y'all think in the comments, man, when you go back and we watch this later on, man. Live music or
Yeah.
backing track. Where y'all stand on?
Yeah. Our
We wanna
backing
we
tracks,
wanna know.
our live music. Which would
Right.
you prefer?
Y'all got any last shout outs or anything y'all want to give?
But shout out to my mama. I made it. I'm on TV, mama. I'm just playing. Uh, Shout out to everybody who tunes into the show, family, friends. You know what's up, man? It's your boy, Kurt Quinn, times 10. You there?
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
Hey, shout out everybody that tuned in, man. The people that watch this in the future, man. We appreciate the support. Shout out everybody on this Wednesday, this 420 day. Shout out all my smokers that's out there getting it in, man. We almost at the end of it, man.
Mm,
Hopefully you had a good day today, no matter what
right.
it is you were doing, whether you were partaking or not, man.
Whether you were or not.
Straight up.
Man, shout out everybody, man. Shout out our caller, Philly Phil. Shout out everybody that participated tonight. The ones that's watching it now and the ones that's gonna watch
Yeah.
it later.
Yeah.
Stay on the lookout, man. We got other episodes that's dropping later on this week too. What do we do, y'all? We did a reaction to Fantasia
Yeah.
Yeah,
live
That's how
from
it
the
goes.
we
Essence
did
Fest.
some we did some point down worthy stuff, man.
Yeah, yeah. We was talking that performance talk tonight, but we actually did a breakdown. So that's coming to YouTube this Friday. This Friday, y'all.
Most definitely.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube vibes and combo. That's the and the lettering.
The, mm,
Yeah.
the
With the
numeral.
A with the squiggly through there. The A
Right.
with the line through
Right.
the
We need
slash
we
through.
need you to put that in there.
Yeah,
vibes,
that's it.
squiggly line
Yeah,
combo.
Yeah.
to get all the way to it, man.
Yeah, you put A and D, man, you might go somewhere else, man. You won't know what you're looking
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Um, we signing out. We signing out. We're gonna see y'all next week, same time, same place. You know what I'm saying? 8 p.m. Pacific time. Vibes
Yo,
and combo. All right.
peace, y'all.
for. Boom,
Pace,
boom.
pace, 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 pace.
We go
Mm.
holler.